Hopefully everything's better, doing better. A little more light. Where's Lon Lon? There's Lon Lon. She's relaxing, watching me drive. All right, so we were going out to Phoenix, if I'm not mistaken. We got to pick up this stash gasoline. As soon as this finishes loading. London United. Is that ATS? I guess that, and there's that bridge. Is it a Oakland or a San Francisco bridge? I don't know. Those houses look kind of European. And that is not a, that's a Scania. What? Alright. I guess they're showing ETS pictures in ATS. But that's alright. We can live with that. I gotta make sure this thing is loading. Huh. There we go. It took a while. Alright, let's go pick up that gasoline. Let's make sure we can drive, and then let's pick up the gasoline. Everything's very slow today. This is not exactly how I thought it'd go my first stream back. Why is everything so slow? Oh. Alright. There you go. Got the wheel. Everything's set. Alright. There we go. Got the lights. So let's get out of here. I don't know where I'm going exactly to pick up this. This gasoline is north of Fresno. So it'll take us a while to get there. I'm going to make that turn. That's not... Alright. Waiting for the traffic here. I guess I should signal. Not cut off the policeman. Where's the compass? There's no compass. I guess I'm going north. Oh, I can change the GPS and figure out for sure. Oh, so this is south? That's not what I saw on the map. Oh, I'm going south to get on the highway to go north. I don't know where I'm going. I'm all turned around. But oh well. Is this a turn lane? Greyhound. I don't know if Greyhound buses are still around. I have not seen a Greyhound bus in one long time. But I guess they mostly go between cities. I never really drive between cities anymore. Mostly local. I could hire another driver. I don't know about this hiring driver stuff. It just seems to cost me a lot of money and I'm deep in debt now. So I don't know. So now I'm going west. Really don't know where we're going. How's the truck? Is the truck in good repair? 2%? That's not bad. Oh, you're already on the new beta, 1.6. I'm afraid to try it out because I don't want to lose my truck mods. And since they changed the trucks a lot, I might lose my truck mods. and the trailer mods too. So I don't know. But that way station thing, that looks like that could be interesting. Where it'll pop in and I guess a light tells you to. Well, how do you like the beta? I mean, I guess you know more about it than I do. Well, you've tried it out, so. Where am I going? Well, I really should have checked the map. I'd much rather be on the highway, I think. But now I'm driving the back roads out of Fresno. No, but they got that. The one thing I'm most interested in the new beta is the little box they have on the windshield that tells you if you have to stop at the way station or not. That's the one thing that's most concerning. Because I think that'll break my truck. Oh, no multiplayer in the beta. Well, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. I guess the beta people have to, or the multiplayer people have to make some changes first to get it to work. I guess that makes sense. Yeah, I typically stay out of the betas. You know, I want to make sure everything works right before trying it. I gotta get back into multiplayer on this thing too. It's been interesting the past couple weeks. I don't think it's been that long since I streamed. I think I streamed on the 8th. So maybe about 10 days I haven't been streaming. Oh, I checked out a new game. I checked out OMZ 2, the bus simulator. Tried to get that to work. That is not an easy game to get to work. It's all in German. And I do not speak much German. But the only good thing about being sick, though, is I've been able to watch a lot of Twitch. Haven't been able to stream, but I've been able to watch. So I saw some interesting games, like those war games, the first-person shooters. Some of those I thought might be interesting. Different driving games. So I've been checking out some Twitch. Some flight simulators. I don't think I can do flight simulators. Flying is not my thing, I think. I can barely not crash in a truck. So maybe I should worry about not being able to flying. I think this is our stop. Yeah, alright. Gallon oil. Yeah, gallon. Not gallon. Gallon oil. That's where we're going. Well, that truck is parked in a weird spot. Right there at the front. Alright. Let's pick up our gas. I got a gasoline delivery. Yeah, you gotta wait for them to catch up. I don't think it'll be that long before they catch up. They seem to work together well. The multiplayer people. Who is that? Truckers MP? No, wait. Is that it? Yeah, Truckers MP. They, where am I going? Where am I? Where? Whoa! There. But the multiplayer people seem to do a good job with SCS. So I don't think it'll be too long. I mean, I'm sure they're. Well, I guess they could already start working on it. Yeah, that thing. Pretty long. Uh-oh. Gasoline delivery. Let's take a look at this thing. I think it's 8. 2? Alright, 2. Looks good with the black truck. Black and silver trailer. It's pretty reflective too. Got a good shine off the clouds and the sunshine. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yeah, I guess I'll wait till... well, actually, I don't know when I'll get 1.6. I think in Steam, I don't know what Steam's going to do. I think they automatically update my games. Although I don't know. So maybe Steam will give me 1.6 before multiplayer is ready. All right, let's check out the map before we go. I know how this game likes to mess with the maps. This is all right. Yep, right here. They do that every time. Going out to Phoenix. Yep, look at that. Trying to make me go to the rest stop. Phoenix gallon oil. Oh no, it looks like a gas station. I'm gonna be delivering this gas to a gas station. That's pretty cool. I've done that. I think I did that before, or maybe I just watched someone do that. So yeah, I'm not sure if I think Steam automatically, yeah. So if Steam updates me, I won't be able to play multiplayer until multiplayer is ready, I guess. Probably a lot of people are going to be like that. There's a banana truck. That's alright. I would imagine they're going to be pretty fast with updating multiplayer. I would hope they're going to be pretty fast with it. Alright. Hopefully I do good on my driving. I remember last time, I don't want to jinx anything, but last time I don't believe I had any accidents the whole stream, or tickets. So we're hoping to keep that going this time also. Since we're driving in California, it's 55 miles an hour. So I will take my time. I'm thinking about loading in different maps. Coast to coast. The Mexico map. There's a Peru map. I've been thinking about those. So if Steam updates to 1.6, can we go back to the other version, the 1.5 whatever? Or maybe I should just look on Steam and see if I can stop the updates. Well, no, I want to update. I want to see what it's all about with the way station thing, and I think they did something with the trailer axles, stuff like that. So I want to see what it's all about. Where am I going? I think I got quite a route. Let's see here. 15 hours. Nearly 600 miles. So let's, which is the right button? That's the right button. It's almost 600 miles. Alright. So slow, but nice. Nice to be back behind the wheel. I found out I came to my computer one day last week, and it turns out I had left this running for like a day and a half. So I think my time in the game is much longer than it really should be. And I wonder how time advanced on that. Because I was, you know, I think I streamed like last Wednesday, a week ago Wednesday. And then like on Friday, I find out that I still got the game running. I never stopped the game. So I wonder if I paid the bank back in that time and just sat in my garage. Who knows what happened? Yeah, I gotta do some multiplayer. Get back in the convoy. I see a lot of people posting pictures of their convoys and stuff like that. Last time it was just me and Jose. That's not much of a convoy. I was watching people today. Apparently there's a new train simulator, Train Sim World. I'm not much into trains. There's no steering. I'm like, I don't know about trains because you're only pressing the brake or the accelerator. But everybody seemed interested in it. So I don't know. I don't know about trains. Planes are interesting. Planes are too difficult. I watch people play the plane simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, and what are the other ones? PSX or something like that. I don't know. PS9. And boy, they spend like 45 minutes just clicking buttons. There's all kinds of, you know, it's like a plane. It's like you have to click all these different buttons on the dashboard just to be able to take off. Like, that's incredible. That's just too much. Not enough flying, too much preparing. But I guess it's like being a real pilot. You know, the pilots get there early and start clicking buttons and get the plane ready. Make sure everything's working. But I don't think I could do that. Well, I could probably do it. I think they just got it. You get like a PDF, and it says, check this. If the lights come on, it's working. If not, do this. So I guess I could do that, but I don't think I'd want to. The actual flying might be difficult too. Flying would probably be the hardest part. Maybe. Not sure I could land one of those things. Although I'm getting the hang of this truck driving. Knock on wood. Getting a little sleepy. How sleepy? A little sleepy. So I got 2 hours for the next rest stop. What time is it? 5:24. Oh, that's all right. I'll be able to. Well, I hope I'll be able to rest during the night. 7:30 is a little early to go to sleep, but hopefully it'll give me mostly daylight driving. Oh, that's nice. California vineyards. Oh, no, wait. These are orange groves, aren't they? I must be in Orange County. Those are orange trees. Do they still have orange trees in Orange County? Or was that named after a person or the fruit? I'm not sure. There could have been some guy named Orange. I doubt it, but you never know. Here's the IKEA. That must be Bakersfield. Yep. Been in that IKEA Bakersfield. It's great how I'm learning the map. I like that. I know that IKEA right there by the highway. It's a hard place to park. The customer parking is in the back. You need to go to your library, left click on the ATS, go down to properties to the betas tab. Yeah, I don't think I want to try it out. If I try it out, I think I'll mess it up. I'll be like, I'll try it out, and then somehow I get set up forever with it. I'll just wait until they update me and everything's working. What's taking so long? There must be, I don't know if there's problems or not. And I'm waiting for New Mexico. I'm anxious for that New Mexico map. That's for sure. I was just looking around the internet today and I couldn't find anything about it, so still not coming out. Hopefully soon. I want to drive to New Mexico. I'm more excited about New Mexico than the 1.6 map. Yeah, I could go back. Yeah, but see, if I go to 1.6 and then I start changing some of my settings, maybe, you know, if you change your settings to work better in 1.6, like maybe how my buttons work or something like that. But then I go back to the other one and my buttons might be different. So better safe than sorry. It'll all come. Patience is a virtue. Like I'm finding out by driving. 53 miles an hour. I could be driving 80 miles an hour, but I'm taking it easy. Enjoying the sights. California does look pretty nice. I don't want to look around too much. Oh, I'm getting tired. Getting tired and need gas. So we'll think about getting off, getting some gas and some sleep. Wherever the next place is. Pepsi. Alright. What? I thought that said blizzard warning. It might have meant to say blizzard warning. Neither one of them makes sense. Blizzard or blizzard. There's two Z's, but no B. Uh-oh. Let's try to play it safe. These trees, hills, clouds. Look at those clouds. They're nice. The rear view mirror, the clouds are really cool too. Wait a second, I know where I am. Isn't this where I was running out of gas the time before? This has got deja vu written all over it. That I was running out of gas, coming down these hills, Wait a second here. Something about Fresno. When I'm in Fresno... oh, I didn't want to stop. I might go straight on. Yeah, there's no... boy, there's no gas, and I'm going to turn right. This is kind of a longer... I didn't feel like I was coming up on gas or a rest stop anytime soon. So we'll have to drive down here a little bit. Usually the gas stations are supposed to be right next to the highway. I mean, you got the, you know, so everyone getting off the highway can just get gas and get right back on. It's the way it's supposed to be. But oh well. I need to stop sightseeing. I'm doing a little too much sightseeing and not enough concentrating on the road. Here's that rest stop. I thought there was a gas station that went along with it. Yeah, there is. There it is, a little farther down the road. So we'll stop at the gas station first, and then come back here and stop at the rest stop. Well, this might be a little hard to get into. Let's give it plenty of room. Oh, I think, well, you played the beta. Do gas stations have more than one stop? Like you can stop at like any pump, and will any pump work? I think I heard that. Was that part of the 1.6? That you can stop at any pump at the gas stations? I'm not sure. I thought I heard that, but maybe I'm mistaken and confusing with something else. It would be nice to be able to use other pumps rather than just this one pump. Yeah? Oh, okay. See, that'll be good. That's another good thing in 1.6. As for the gas mod, I think I have that in the workshop. If you have it in the workshop, does it automatically update? I think I got that in the Steam workshop, the gas mod. So I think that automatically updates. Although I'm not sure I have it in the Steam workshop. But I know I'm running it. I'm running one version. I don't know which version. There's really nowhere to park in here, is there? Oh. We'll park right here. I'm off the road. Let's check it out. Yeah, I'm off the road. There's the light. There you go. We're gonna look at the Gonna look at the black and silver. Let's take a nap. I think it's like 8 o'clock. Oh, 8:18. It's late. Here we go. Nice morning. Look at that. Look at that sunrise. That's something to wake up to. It's right in our face. And we're going east. Oh. Maybe morning is not the best time to be making this run. I can barely see the stripes in the road. I can drive like that. Keep my head down out of the sun. Ah! I'm avoiding the sunrise. Oh, that's good. They're already fixing the mods. Most of the mods I use, I think, are pretty old, though. Like this truck mod. This truck mod is a year old. So I doubt anybody is paying attention to it. I'm worried about the truck. Because I think all three of my trucks, I own 3 trucks, and I think they're all mods. Can you imagine this thing updating, and then all of a sudden I don't have any trucks? Like, no, you don't own a truck. And none of your drivers have trucks either. So I should get over. Whoop. Let's get over and avoid exits. Oh, look at that sunrise. That's a sun. Woof. Only there's clouds up north. No clouds south, clouds up north. Alright, let's watch the map here. There's a lot of sun watching. Probably watch the map. Delicious. Well, that guy's going fast. What's going on with that? Get there in one piece, dude. Signs were not accurate. So we're on. I guess we're on 5, and I think we have to get on 10. I think we get on Highway 10 up here. Yeah, see, I like that gas mod, but I don't really think it changes too much. Like a couple years ago, gas was a lot more expensive, so I think it would have changed things a bit. Well, no, was it a couple years? Well, maybe it was a lot more than that. But nowadays, it's pretty much in line with the game. I did the Volvo and the Mac. I wanted to get one Volvo, but I couldn't find it when I went to the dealer. That's not the button I wanted to press. I wanted to slow down a little bit. The Volvo FH16 I really liked. Yeah, it was going to be between the Mercedes and the Volvo. Were my 2 favorite trucks. Well, were the 2 I was most interested in. I just the Mack truck was, well, the one I got was it was like a retro truck from the 80s or 70s or something, I guess. I think. So it wasn't like a new Mack truck. Alright, so now we're still on 5? Oh, we were on 10. I think we're on Highway 10. There are no signs as to what highway we're on. I think we're on 10. Oh yeah, we're on 10. Alright. So we're going the right way. There is one I just downloaded. Or I just got the mod for. What was it? It wasn't the Freightliner. I think it was the MAN. I might have just gotten an MAN mod. I'll tell you what, I'll check that out. I know how to do that. Let's, oh, I gotta leave the profile. Okay, so I can't check it out while I'm driving. I was gonna check out the mods. I think it's a MAN I just downloaded. But I guess you want to check out all the trucks. All the truck mods. I mean, why wouldn't you want to try out a new truck? So all the truck mods are probably pretty popular. And the map mods, I guess, are popular. I don't know what that was, but alright. Jumped around a little bit. But yeah, that's my biggest worry with the beta and 1.6 are the trucks. You know, you try out the Freightliner and the Volvo and the Mack, and then you get a favorite truck, and then 1.6 comes out and these mods don't work, and they take away your favorite truck. That's no fun. So we shall see. Oh wait, you ran the 1.6. Did you run any truck mods in the beta? Did the beta have truck mods? I don't know how those betas work out. If they allow any mods at all. Well, you said the gas mod was in the beta. So I guess some mods work with the beta. What about trucks? That's what I'm worried about, trucks. What am I gonna drive? Boy, it's been a while since I've been in the truck. Cold bag, cool bag, Lon, Pac-Man. That bottle of water's been sitting in the dash for quite a while. It's probably no good anymore. I should probably throw that out. Gas, got about 240 miles to go. Been a good run so far. Staying out of major cities. I imagine for truckers, the cities are the worst part. I mean, it might get kind of boring out on the highway in between cities, but boy, if you got to drive around a city in a big truck, it's just got to be aggravating. When you get gas, it works good. It costs about $500 to fill up in real life. Yeah, it is about right. That is a good. The gas price mod is pretty good. I'm glad it's not like some of these mods. Some of these mods where they like say everything's $1, and here you get all this free money. I don't like the mods that give you the free money, where they, 2 and 3 times the money you're supposed to earn and all the XP. I don't like all that stuff. But I like the real money and the real gas prices. Pretty realistic. So it's 9:30. Tired. haven't found a good economy mod. There are lots of mods that change the prices of things, but I think they're just too... They're not realistic, I think. But that's going to be great driving into a gas station and being able to use any pump. I don't know why that was ever a thing that you could only use one. Because sometimes you pull in at such an angle that you can't really get to that first one. Although other ones might be difficult too. The best gas stations are at those big truck stops. I think there's a big truck stop in, was it Nogales? Sierra Vista, maybe? It might be Sierra Vista. It has just like 2 or 3 big truck stops right off the highway. Which is weird because Sierra Vista is nowhere near the main roads. If you're in Sierra Vista, you're at the edge of the map. That's a weird spot for all those truck stops. Oh. What I want is New Mexico. Oh, and then when we get New Mexico, the new map for New Mexico, I guess all the map mods are going to stop working. You won't be able to run coast to coast because you got New Mexico in the way. So then we'll have all the map mods need to change too. But it's all exciting. We won't be able to play our favorite maps or trucks for a while, but we get New Mexico. That's going to be pretty cool. You remember Vince? Vince was from New Mexico. So that would be a cool map. I've never been to New Mexico. I guess most people have probably not been to New Mexico. I mean, on the scale of places to go, I guess it's not up there. Of course, neither is Missouri, where I'm from. I don't have any idea. More people have probably been in New Mexico than Missouri. Well, lately. But it'll be exciting to see New Mexico. Except where are the truck stops, though? That's the problem. I don't know where the truck stops are. I don't think they have enough truck stops to do that. But all the gas stations I've been to, they all have diesel. Well, no, not all of them. Most of them have diesel pumps at gas stations. One diesel pump on the outside, just like where SCS put the gas pumps in the game. They mostly have one diesel pump on the very outside, because I mean, a truck like this couldn't get right next to a building or anything. Yeah, most of the places I go have a diesel. Not the main place I go. That's Sam's Club. They don't have diesel. Because you know these trucks have to fit in there because that's how they get their gas. I mean, I'm carrying gas. You can barely see it, but I'm carrying gas. So if I can drop off gas, I guess I can pick up gas. They need to make it so you can rest in a sleeper. If your truck is a sleeper, you should be able to sleep in it. I don't get that. Why can't I just pull over to the side of the road and take a nap? That's exactly why they have sleepers. So I don't get that. Why you can't nap at any time, any place. It seems easy to have in there. But oh well. I wish there were more truck stops. I do wish there were more truck stops. Getting gas at a truck stop, washing your truck at a truck stop, getting something to eat at a truck stop, doing something at a truck stop. I don't know what, but doing something. There's not really much to do in this game besides drive, I guess. Drive and sleep. Well, maybe you could do something. I have no idea what. Maybe truck stops could have like little computer terminals where you could look at trucks to buy. You know, instead of having to go to the dealer, you could just look at the computer terminal at a truck stop and see all the different trucks and accessories. I don't know. They could come up with something. But yeah, I do wish truck stops were a bigger part of the game. Maybe there will be more truck stops when they make more states. You know, and you're driving further. Because I don't know how many truck stops are in California. But I imagine more as you're driving across the middle of the U.S., there's probably a lot more truck stops per capita. People need to rest. We're still in California. There's Aaronsburg, alright. There we go. Speedos. Although I don't think SCS really makes a lot of changes. Everybody wants more stuff, but I don't think they make more changes. Very few changes. I guess because, you know, you don't make any, they're not going to make any more money out of changes. Way station. They are making more money on a map, so I don't know why they wouldn't make maps faster. They're going to make DLC out of these maps. Faster they make the maps, the more money they get. I'd make more maps. Ding! 67,567 pounds. Have a nice journey. Gotta wait for the speed limit to go up before I can accelerate. Very exciting. Thank you. Empty highway. Well, you could turn around there. Well, I don't know if you could turn around there. There was a gap in the there was a space for you to turn around, but I doubt if you're on the highway and everyone's going 75 miles an hour. I doubt you could really turn around there without a major accident. I'm guessing that would cause big pileup. Well, that way station is in a bad spot. It's like the bottom of a hill. It'd take you forever to get back up to 75. Well, we're going to Phoenix, and I think Phoenix is next. I think Phoenix is the next city. I should have read that sign. We'll check it out. This guy's trying to pass me as I accelerate. He's probably wondering why I'm going so slow. I'm wondering it too, dude. Hey, man. Oops. I thought I had a horn, but I don't have a horn. Moving some construction offices. It's pretty cool. Alright, you can get over. Cop coming up. I'm always worried about going 75 because the speed limit always drops down to 65 and then the cops, boom, get you. You know, I was just thinking that, William. I was just thinking I'd like to see some damage on these trucks. Yeah, I mean, that's something that they'll never seem to fix. They'll never seem to put in. I guess I can't really mod it. That would be too hard to mod. Way things look. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I guess because they just give you a percentage damage. That would probably have to be really in the game. I don't think they could mod that. Although I guess they could. I mean, maybe they could just say, well, 10% damage, it'll look like this. So they could have like fake damage. They wouldn't know if it was on the front or the back or the side or what. They could. I don't know why they. Well, maybe they're just skins, though. Maybe they're not actually. I don't know. I wish that, yeah, that would be cool. I hope never to see it, but that would be cool. I don't know. Yeah, I guess it would be cool. But I gotta think, I'm thinking of all the times I've been driving and stuff. I don't think I've ever seen a truck that was that had damage on it. I don't think I've ever seen damage on a truck. I mean, they get old and rusty and gray and whatever, but I don't think I've ever seen damage on a truck. Maybe they get it fixed right away. Alright, so this is getting a little ridiculous. But I know as soon as I pass these guys that I'll have to get off. Is this Phoenix? No, I guess not. That's the guy who passed me. He was going 75 and then he just slowed down. Well, yeah. See, what did I say? As soon as I pass these guys, I'll have to. I'll have to get off. Nothing wrong with being stuck. I'm trying to be good and careful, and if I'm stuck behind traffic, I'll just stay behind traffic, mind my own business, stay in line, stay out of trouble. San Simon straight ahead, residential area, industrial zone. We're going to Gallon Oil. We're going to a gas station. I remember that. We're going to drop off all this gas at a gas station. And instead of just unloading, you know, dumping it out of the trailer, we're going to just leave the trailer there. Nice. This is a good view. I always like walking over bridges like this. See the highway passing underneath you. Ooh. Alright, where are we going? next right, then on to the gas station. A nice Phoenix, I think those are condos. Alright, so there's no light here, it's just a... little construction zone. We got a sign for an auto zone, but they don't have an auto zone. Yeah, that's the one thing I haven't seen. They have all those signs that say auto zone or car zone. I've never seen a store that said auto zone or car zone. Here's the Walmart distribution center. Doing a lot of construction up here in Phoenix. Different things. This must be where that one truck was going. They had a whole bunch of trailers down there. Oh, look at that guy. Electrician. Here's our stop. Where are we dropping this off at? Now this is the problem. Oh, this is, oh no, 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 no. This one looks like it's going to be a little difficult. And I think I'm going to be out in the street. Oops. That's a place to put it. Yeah, I'm going to be out in the street. Gonna be up against the edge of the property, backing it in. Oh boy. Alright. Uh-oh. Is that gonna make it? Yeah, that's gonna make it. What about the rest of this? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Just rub the tire up against the curb. Alright, let's see if I remember how to do this. I've got hazards. Oop, nope. Don't want to do that. That's what I want to do. I want to pull out in the road with my hazards on. Let people know there's an issue. Please don't hit me. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Dang it. Oh, that's going to be hard. Alright, so I'm not even in the spot. But I'm close. Alright. I could use some police assistance. Controlling traffic. Dude? No? So I'll get even closer this time. I in the spot? Kinda in the spot. Ah! Yeah, I screwed the pooch on that one. That was really messed up. Alright. Now we're getting somewhere. Where is the spot? Is that it? That's it. Let's get those back wheels in. See if we can get the front wheels. Almost. Alright. Now we're close. There you go. Let's turn off the hazards. Take a look at it here. There you go. Right in the spot they wanted. A little crooked, but they're taking it. Gallon oil, excellent job. Fresno to Phoenix. Good money, $19,000 and 1,900 XP. Boy, look at that big chunk there. Nice. Excellent. Thank you. Ooh, and I'll be able to pick up some gas while I'm here. And we're not that far from San Simon. That's our goal here. I could just go out for a joyride. Don't have a load. There are some things I want to see here. What happened? Not good. ATS has frozen up again. What is going on with this thing? Well, an ATS crash. I do not know what's going on with ATS lately. It's been crashing for me. All right, what was I? Oh yeah, I was gonna look up the, as long as I'm here, that mod. I just got this mod, yeah, that MAN. ATS MAN TGX ITSU N5. I have no idea what all those letters mean, but I just got this MAN. I think it was on atsmods.itlt, something like that. Oh, here. Where is it? Man TGX. Oh, it's only for ATS 1.5. See, so when it goes to 1.6, I think I'm going to lose this one. So we shall see. I don't want to lose it. Well, I haven't even used it yet, so I don't know. But I think I'll lose all these. I would like to know what's going on with my computer. ATS crashing, my wheel crashing. Something's going on. Alright. Oh my god. It did it again. How did that happen? When I'm going to the job market in Phoenix, I don't understand this. You know what I think I'm going to have to do? I'm going to have to take out all the mods that I just added. 'Cause something's going on. Installation time, yeah. See, I have this realistic mirror. Was this is the one that you were talking about, right? The realistic mirror? FOV? Uh-oh. It's only been updated to 1.4, not 1.5. I think I got the wrong mirror. But this is only 1.4. It says 1.4 in it. So I think I need a mirror for 1.5. So maybe for some reason it didn't update or something. Because there it is, right there. It's pretty high priority. Alright. I hope this doesn't send me back to Fresno. I think this might send me back to Fresno. I don't want to go back to Fresno. But I think this might send me back to Fresno again. Because I took out those mods. It's going to send me back to Fresno. I know it will. But that's the only thing I can think of why ATS keeps crashing. I just downloaded those 6 new mods. Yep, I'm in Fresno. Dang it. Back in Fresno. It's impossible to get all the way out to San Simon. But that's the only thing I can think of why it keeps crashing, is that it doesn't like those mods for some reason. Because everything else works. Alright. Well, so be it. Yeah, I'm going to have to look at the mirror. I just now noticed that the mirror said 1.4. I never noticed it before. Ooh, this roadwork one is nice. Jackpot. Oh, no, that's way out of the way. Fresno to Fresno? How about Walmart? Maybe there's a good job in Bakersfield? Bakersfield to San Simon? Oh! There's Bakersfield to San Simon, and that's going to be open for quite a while. And here is Fresno to Bakersfield. So I know exactly what I'm doing. I'm going Fresno to Bakersfield, and then Fresno, and then Bakersfield to San Simon, and I will have discovered all the cities in ATS. Alright. I think I'm running low on gas. No, half tank. Doing alright. Alright, let's I've got almost 70 grand. All right, so we're doing good. We got some money. We're starting to make money. We're going to discover every city. This is coming along. You've got the 1.4, and it works, or the 1.5. Probably the same. We've probably got the same one, I guess. Because you said go to the Steam Workshop and look up the realistic mirrors. I did it. I also checked out the 1.4. And yours work? Your mirrors are really big and magnified? That's the problem with these mods, is that you don't know what mods work with what other mods. Well, maybe it's the truck I have. Maybe it only works on non-modded trucks. Maybe it works on Kenworths and Peterbilts, but not this Mercedes. Maybe that's why it's not working. I'd have to try it in a different truck. Oh, my multiplayer truck is I think I got a Peterbilt in multiplayer. So I will put it in multiplayer. Does it work in multiplayer? The big mirrors? I guess it should. Why wouldn't it work? I don't know. I'll try it in multiplayer and see if it works with the Kenworths and stuff. But maybe that's it. Maybe it doesn't work on Mercedes. Aha. Well, we will get down to the bottom of the problem sooner or later. But that's the thing with these mods, that sometimes you got two mods and they won't work together. That's why I would prefer SCS just to do everything. Oh, look at that. Fresno. No, I just got myself in the way. Fresno, the best little city in the USA. I don't ever remember seeing that Fresno sign before. It's not like it's kind of like the Bakersfield sign. I think that might be it, that it doesn't work on Mercedes. Although I don't know for sure. It seems like it would work on all the mirrors. But maybe that's it. I'll have to do some investigating. But now that I know we have the same version and it works for you, so I know that I've got the right version. 1.4 works in 1.5, so I will have to investigate. Because boy, when I was driving off that gas trailer, I could kind of see the flashing white lines where it was supposed to go, but it was hard to see. All right. Oh, the St. Simon Winery. Uh-oh. Have to squeeze in here. There we go. Hey, dude. What's going on? I'm here to pick up some kind of excavator or something. Bulldozer. Where do you want me to go? Dude, just pull up here? This green thing? Oop. Pressing the wrong button. Oh, you gotta remember World of Trucks too. I'm picking up the excavator. Dropping it off to the roadwork. I like dropping off in the roadwork. It's pretty cool dropping these things off where they're actually needed. They just finished digging a hole here, so I'm going to drop this off where they're digging another hole. There they are, excavating. Plenty of room in this yard too, nice and wide. Oh yeah, no problem. Scale it up a bit. Get this excavator. There we go, right in there. Press T, there we go. Let's see how this bad boy looks. Now that, ooh, that's a long excavator. Wonder what they're making there. Some kind of building? I guess a huge building. I could burst through the fence right there. Pow! Oh. Well, maybe not. Alright. Going down to Bakersfield. Yeah, that might be the problem. I've got a lot of mods. I've got a lot of mods going. But I think it's probably the truck. It would make sense. It would make the most sense that it didn't work with the truck mods. Because, I mean, the mirrors are right there on the truck. I can't imagine, no trailer mod would affect the mirrors. So it's probably this Mercedes. Because this Mercedes just came from ATS. Off to Bakersfield. Let's check the map while we're stopped here. I know it's a very short trip. Let's make sure we don't do anything crazy. Yeah, we're just going right down here. Oh, we're going out of... Ooh, nice. That's where the road work is being done. Cool. So we're doing... Oh, we're doing something up here. Let's take this route. Yeah. It's only 114 miles. We'll be there in no time. I love driving this Mercedes, but it seems like everything is against me. 1.6, the mirror mod. Maybe they're telling me I'm not supposed to be driving it. I'm supposed to be driving a Kenworth. Who knows? Oh, Carl's Jr. I think I need to be over in the other lane. We're going to be making a left up here. Whoop. Chinese food. I can go for some Chinese food, man. It's been a long time since I had some Chinese food. You would think with some... How often do you see Chinese... Oh, I'm turning right here. I thought I was turning left. I didn't know this was an actual turn. I thought the road just... You would think, though... Oh, I did the wrong way. With how often we see Chinese food in ATS that we would all be eating Chinese food. Every city seems to have 2 or 3 Chinese restaurants. But I could go for some Chinese food. It's making me hungry. This game is making me hungry. The bookstores don't make me want to read, though. I don't feel like going out and getting a book. Well, I do feel like some Chinese food. Alright, where are we going? Oops, I don't have anything on the cruise. Boy, we're just taking city streets here. We need to get on a highway. Looks like there's a left. Get some Chinese food. Oh, I don't know if I can eat Chinese food. That's the problem with my stomach going on. I don't know what I can eat. The last thing I need to do is eat something wrong for my stomach. That would be a big problem. Uh-oh. Go do punch it. For the longest time, I didn't want to eat anything. I lost a lot of weight. For like a week or two, all I had was like milk, bananas, just some fruit. I didn't want to eat anything. I guess it's a good sign that I want to eat something. Maybe I'm finally starting to get back to normal. That was messed up. Alright. There we go. Right down to Bakersfield, a short trip. How many miles I got on this? I've only got 6,400 miles on this truck. It's still pretty new. I should look at the game. Let's see. Half tank of gas. Pretty full on sleep. Yeah, you know what? I think I did that sometimes. I put on some horn things that didn't blow. I think the same thing might happen to me. It sounds familiar. That you put on the bar on top and then you put on the horns, and for some reason the horn wasn't going. I read something about these cab overs that don't do what they're supposed to do. Well, like I said, this mod is over a year old, so maybe anything that came in after the mod isn't going to work right. And nobody makes a new mod of this truck because they're like, oh, there's already a truck. Why would I make another mod? There's already a Mercedes. So yeah, I think you're right. You're right about the horns. And everything. I guess probably some of them won't work. That's why I wish SCS would do more stuff. I wish they would just put I don't need to drive a Mercedes. I would, they could give it a fake name. The reason there's no Mercedes in the game because I guess they don't have permission from Mercedes to use their name. But they could, I would drive a fake name truck, as long as it looked nice and drove nice, and, everything looked like it looks there. Got the dash and the GPS. I'm not driving it because it's a Mercedes. I'm driving it because I like the way it looks and how it drives. They can just give it a different name. Uh-oh. Ow. Whoa! That was close. Cat threw me off. Looking at the green screen. Something's going on with the green screen. I think the cat is moving. Oh. My cat just jumps all over stuff, and I just know something's going to get broken. Knocked over. Alright, here we go. Bakersfield. Car coming. Yeah, there's the Bakersfield IKEA I was talking about before. Yeah, I probably used too many mods. Somebody trying to pass me. You seem awful anxious to pass me. I've only been on the road for a couple seconds. Alright, so we're going to the roadworks. And we're coming up on it here, I think. No? No, it's outside of town. It's a little bit outside of town. But this is a pretty cool drop-off point. I've done, well, not this particular one, but I've done similar ones. Yeah, this is it. Oop. Whoop. 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 All right. Well, there goes my perfect run. It was a good while it lasted. I thought that was the stop. I didn't think it was a stop sign. I thought it was my drop-off point. Alright, so let's get rid of this excavator. I'll show the truck. This is not good because there's going to be cars behind me when I try to back up, drop this thing off. There's going to be cars behind me. I hope not. Oh, there's a big truck behind me. Oh, this is going to be messed up. I'm going to get to the other side and have to back up, and that truck's going to be right behind me. Oh. I hope he leaves me some space. Should be turning. Leave me some space, dude. Don't tailgate. We'll do the hazards again, since I'm in the road. Oh, this is a... Wait a second. This is a whole different thing. I thought I just dropped this off in the road, but I'm dropping this off... I don't know where. This is a whole big construction yard. What? I've never seen anything like this before. Let me pull up a little. Sorry, dude. I thought I just was, you know, backing up right there. But look, they got all kinds of things. I don't know why they have so much lumber. They're digging a hole in the street, but they got a lot of lumber. That's not going to help them. Cool. The tire looks a little weird now. Let's play it safe as parking it out on the road. Let's back it in. Yeah, we'll back it in. That looks pretty safe too. We'll back it in right there. Oh, easy. Come on. What are they thinking? That's not even close to difficult. Straighten her up. Straighten her up. Straighten up. Well, this is taking forever to straighten up, but alright. Yeah, I think it is part of the map mod. It's pretty, yeah, it definitely is. Because it's the MHA map, and this drop-off point is called the MHA construction. Yeah. See, this is why I want to use this map, because you get cool stuff like this that you never seen it in the other game, in the regular game. This is cool. This is different. These different construction sites. They got the ones where you just drop it off in the middle of the road while they're digging the hole. They need this to dig the hole in the road, so you leave it in the road. This is cool stuff, I think. Construction. A lot of construction stuff they do. That's right. So this map mod doesn't work with any other maps. That's what I don't like about it. But I think it's so good that I want to use it, even though it doesn't work with any other maps. Just Just because it's so neat. This stuff's so cool. Did I mess that up? Looks like somehow I messed it up. Oh, there. Right there. Let's check that out. Nice. So I'm going to drop off the excavator. Oh, look, there's a couple cops. Drop off the excavator there. They'll use it to dig in more of that hole. There's a couple cops over there behind the cat. 3 construction guys, 2 cops looking to bust anybody going through the construction zone. See, that's just all cool stuff. That's all so realistic and neat. All kinds of. All right, let's drop this off. I need gas and a nap. Alright. So we made $3 grand. Up to level 17. Entrepreneur. Well, I don't know what to do here now. I don't need long distance. Finished hazardous cargo. 5% increase for high value. 5% increase for fragile. I guess I do just in times. 3% for important. 5% for urgent. I think. Guess that's all right. Or fuel economy. I would like to save money. But gas isn't that expensive. Yeah, maybe I'll go with fuel economy some. I think that would be good. Saving money, you can't ever go wrong saving money. This was a cool drop off. Very cool, very cool. Alright. But now where am I gonna go? I need a nap and some gas. Ooh, truck stop. We got a truck stop here in Bakersfield. We'll hit that. Hope I don't get it. I don't know where I'm going. Alright. Nobody's coming. Those cops didn't stop me, so I must be doing alright. Oh look, the speed limit even goes down through that. Speed limit's 55 here, back there it was 35. In reality, the speed limit would be like 25 or 15, even lower. But all right, let's try not to run this red light this time. Cool, cool, cool. I cannot believe that. I ran that red light twice. Coming and going. I don't know what it is about that light, but I just cannot stop. I don't know what to say about that. What do you say about that? I knew the light was coming. I knew I wanted to stop, and I didn't stop. Well, I tried to stop, I just couldn't stop. Oh yeah, we've been here before. Jack's Cafe. Alright, let's fill up. $2.89. I think California is more expensive. Alright. full tank of gas. Follow the arrows. Taking a nap. I can't see any stripes on the parking lot. Where are they? Oh, they're there. Alright. I'm going to run to Jack's Cafe here. Get something to drink. Take a break. I'll be back in 1 minute. Can't see the truck. Oh, look, there's a windmill. Cool. All right, let's take a break. 4:30. Jack's is still open. Let's see, 24 hours with a gas station. So let's get a job. This is exactly what I wanted. I wanted Bakersfield to San Simon. And this will discover, well, it's kind of outside of San Simon. Hopefully it will discover it. This should discover all of the cities. They're all lit up. Having a tractor. Other jobs pay a little more, but this is what we need. Taking a tractor out to San Simon. Nice. Nobody else parked here. I was the only guy here all night. Oh, look, McDonald's. Huh. Strangely, I don't often see McDonald's in this game. You would think you'd see more of them, but this map mod does not have a lot of McDonald's. It's nice to see one of them. That's the thing. I wish there were just a ton more buildings. There should be buildings everywhere, but they're all spaced out. Where in reality, there are buildings non-stop. Everywhere you go, there's a building. Guess there's not much traffic at 4:40 in the morning. 70 degrees. So we're about to hit sunrise. Just a little bit driving in the dark. I do like this map. It's just little things like that. Well, that's actually a big thing, that construction thing. Where are we going in Bakersfield? I would have no idea where to pick up a tractor in Bakersfield. Oh, I think there might be a farm on the other side of Bakersfield. After we go under the sign and through the big road, goes back to one lane, and then I think there's a farm. So it'll be a while. We just passed him. You know, that burger always looks like a Spam burger to me. For some reason that reminds me of Spam. I don't know. I don't know what the picture is on the Spam can, but that picture reminds me of, oh, getting a little sunrise. Sky's getting lighter. Civil dawn, whatever they call it. I'll watch my speed. That coach is out early. Cop and an ambulance. A couple other cars. Yeah, I think there's a farm back here on the left. Yep, maybe it's on the right. Let's take this opportunity to change lanes. That's fine driving right there. I was concentrating on where to turn, and I was a little too heavy on the accelerator. But we do have a light coming out of the... see, I was worried that there wasn't going to be a light coming out of this farm. It would be hard to pull into the street with a tractor. But oh well. Alright, so that's 2 red light tickets and a speeding ticket. Could have done a better job with those things. But no accidents. That's the important thing, no accidents. Speeding tickets and red light tickets, that's part of the job. Having no accidents is what we want to do. Here you go. Bakersfield to San Simon, that tractor, $16,700. I will not be unhappy with that. I guess I got to pick it up before I look at the map. Where are we dropping this off at? Yeah, let's pick it up first. Good looking John Deere. Let's hook that up. I can kind of see it there. It's still a little dark. Nice tractor. Nice. That's a big tractor. Well, I guess not. Normal size tractor. Alright, before I pull out of here, let's check the map. This is going to be quite the run. But we just got gas and rest, so we should be good to go. Alright, so that part looks good. All makes sense. If we miss our turn here, we can just take 40, so... This is a little weird, but alright. I don't think we'll need rest or fuel. We're looking at 679 miles. Nope, we don't want to rest here. Thank you for suggesting it. We're looking at 680 miles now. I would prefer to stay on the highway instead of driving through Phoenix. 688 miles. See, that's why it takes you through the city. I got to drive an extra 8 miles because I'm taking the highway. I could save myself 8 miles, even though it looks exactly the same. It really is exactly the same. But they say going down here and over there is 8 miles shorter. But at highway speeds, I'm sure it's time-wise, it'll be... the map goes by distance, not by time. See, alright, and then this. I don't know if that'll claim San Simon. We might have to drive up here to San Simon. We'll probably need gas, maybe. Might need gas, I don't know. I don't know if this will claim San Simon or not, but we'll check it out. Alright, there you go. You're ready to go. See how we pull out of here. Was it here or over there? Those look like parking spots. This gives you a better look at the truck and trailer, though. I like pulling out in this view. Oh, you can see the Pac-Man in a bottle of water. Yeah. Alright. Where are we going here? The oil derrick. None of those ever move them. And we've got some traffic. Flying J gas. What's that? Freightliner? I'm not sure. Watch the speed. Alright. Dawn should be braking. Lights are still on the highway over there. Oh, I wish we could drive on that bridge. Why can't we drive on that bridge? Ah. It's not a road. I'm looking at the GPS. That's not a road we can drive on. Oh, I'd love to drive on a big bridge like that curved. That would be cool. Here we go. We're going to finish up the map. Once I finish up the map, we're going to have to go to New Mexico. Get some new cities. Couldn't read that. I think it's a truck stop. Yeah. Alright, where am I going? We're on this road for a while. Truck's just spitting out tumbleweeds. That's another mod, the Flying J. Well, if we could catch up with the truck, you'd see the trailer. There you go, Flying J, gas. I don't know where Flying J's all are. I think they're in the Midwest. I don't know if they're all over. I know they're in the Midwest. So I was like, I see Flying J trucks. Let's put that truck in the game. Because some of these truck mods, I've never seen these trucks or heard of these companies before. But they might be big in California or the East. that sun's going to be another beautiful day in California. Except for all the tumbleweeds. Oh. The tumbling tumbleweeds. Straight here. I know we're going to be turning right sooner or later. But not here. What's that sign? Red rose. I think it was for tomatoes. I don't know. We're swerving all over the road now. Now that I got a couple red light tickets and a speeding ticket, I'm just going crazy at the wheel. Let's pay attention. Let's drive safely. I think I should probably move up in the seat. We're too far away. But I'm a tall guy, so I sit pretty far back in the seat of my car. So this kind of feels normal, sitting this far back from the wheel. Looks like we got a little traffic issue coming up. Everybody's getting over, for why I don't know. Oh, are we merging? We might be merging. Probably merging. Dude, come on! A cop right there and you won't let me merge and you're brake testing me? Uncool. Uncool. What kind of sign is that? I don't know if I would have taken this way had I known it dropped down into this small road. Might have taken a different route. Live and learn. GPS is never going to give me my favorite route. I'm a little hesitant to speed up and get up close to that car. Because you know the AI, at any time they can just slam on the brakes and that's the end of you. So I try not to be too close when going fast, if I can help it. That's a lot of traffic. Everybody's all together. Alright, I think I'm making a right. Yeah, I'm making a right. Not here, but the next one. Free candy. Been in those places plenty in here. Been a prescription. Been there. Dude, your Jeep looks like just like his Jeep. No, sorry. You're a lady. Sometimes I find myself calling ladies dudes. Just normal, I guess. Well, when you're not thinking of them as a lady, they're just a person. Was that construction or just a weird fence. Construction. Right ahead. Yep. Los Angeles, right lane. Yeah, I guess we're going down Los Angeles and then making a left, or are we going down San Diego and then making a left? I don't know how far south we're going before we turn left. East. Well, it is going to be left, but how far south we go before we turn east? Not quite sure. Glenwood Road. So I'd like to take some of these other exits like that, see what's going on up there. Never been up there before. What I'd really like to do is check out all the sites. Remember last time we were talking about, well, it's been such a long time, talking about the racetrack and all those other things. Oh. You gotta pay attention. You know, I'd like to check out all the different sites that the game has. I spent a lot of time in Arizona looking at all those caverns they got. Not caverns, canyons. Arizona's got some really good looking places. They look really nice. I think Arizona's probably the state that looks the best. Although Northern California, I really like Northern California with all the trees and stuff. That looks good too. Lakes, trees and lakes. It'd be hard to pick a favorite, that's for sure. Uh-oh. I think I've hauled those 3 big pipes before. I haven't seen them since I got all these mods. I got too many mods, I don't see those pipes. Oh man. I'm all over the road. Now we're picking up some speed. Well, 55. Can that be picking up speed when you go to 55? Yeah, once you got your own truck, you can drive around and see things. Check out the Grand Canyon. Montezuma's Castle, is that what they call it? Montezuma's Castle? I gotta see those things. So hopefully I'll, after getting through all the cities, I'll be able to do some of that stuff. Not this trip, but soon. As soon as I can not go 55 miles an hour. Los Angeles, this is the exit only. I don't think I want to exit. Nope. Oh, I remember this. This is that weird exit. Probably should not be going 55. Got 40. There we go. Slow and sure wins the race. Better safe than sorry. On our way to Arizona. Is it Fresno? Carlsbad. was like, I don't want to go back to Fresno. We've been in Fresno too many times. Every time I take out a mod, they send me back to Fresno. Maybe that means I need to buy some more garages. Maybe they'll send me somewhere else. I don't know if they send you to the closest garage or to your home garage. I don't know what. They might send you to your home garage. It seems like that would make more sense, since that's where your picture is. I don't want to keep going back to Fresno. Maybe I need to buy another garage and move my. I don't know where I would want to be. Fresno is pretty good. I mean, if you're going to pick a home city, Fresno's not bad. It's right in the middle of everything, so it's pretty easy to go anywhere from Fresno. It's not like it's right on the edge where you have to drive 1,000 miles just to get to any cool city. It's pretty much up in the it's in the middle of everything. Fresno is probably right in between San Francisco, Los Angeles, Phoenix, and Vegas. So I think I picked a pretty good place to start, Fresno. Yeah, it worked out. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know if I want to fast travel. What is that, like flying? How's my truck getting there too? So I don't know. I mean, I could cheat probably and just zip on over there and teleport. I try to play by the book. Oops. Alright, what do we got here? They've got some kind of, I was looking on Steam, they got some kind of Steam for delivering to the Phoenix, Steam achievement for the Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. I don't think I've ever seen a way to deliver to the airport. I've never done it. I mean, it's a Steam achievement that I've never done. I think I recall seeing the airport because I've actually been to that airport. And I think I remember driving by it once, but I've certainly never delivered to it. I might have to look for that. That's what I should probably do to find out the next. Do I got? Yeah, I've driven by it. I think I drove by it on the right. So I'm gonna have to check those out. Once we get all these cities done, I'm gonna have to check out the Steam achievements, see where I'm supposed to go next. Until New Mexico comes out. Once New Mexico is out, I guess I'm gonna have to spend a lot of time in New Mexico. But I'm gonna work on getting the rest of them. I think I got it delivered to Oakland Port a couple times. Port of Oakland. Phoenix Sky Harbor Airport. And some wineries in California or something like that. A little weird. Some of them are kind of weird, but they give you something to do and they give you a goal to shoot for. So that's good. I mean, I don't know why they just don't make them, more and more of them. Something you can shoot for. Some kind of goal. I mean, it doesn't really mean anything, but I'd like to have some kind of thing you can work on. I hope I don't lose this Mercedes. That 1.6 is worrying me. Because this Mercedes mod was never meant to have any kind of way station device or trailers with liftable axles. We shall see. What am I doing on rest? No, everything's good. Plenty of rest, plenty of fuel. ETA? 11 hours still. So we'll be at 800. 40 on the odometer. When we get there. San Simon, the last city on the map. Thank you for staying there on an ambulance. I don't know how many Steam achievements I have. 8 or 9? I don't know. And some of them are kind of vague. I think one of them is see all the Colorado River sites or something like that, or some kind of trail, and there's like 6 stops. But I don't know where this trail is. I think I'm gonna have to look up Wikipedia and find out what this trail is, and then try to match it to the map. Powell, some guy named Powell, Powell. I think that's one of the achievements. Follow Powell's trail with 6 places. I don't know who Powell is. This game's going to be making me learn history. I think I've got 3 of them already. I don't know where they are though. That Montezuma's castle might be one of them. I don't know. I want to see that. 10,000 miles, yeah, that's a thing. What's this truck got? 6885. Well on the way. Both quarries, yeah. See, I don't. Where are the quarries? I gotta figure out where they are. Have I hit one of them already? I don't know. I wish they were a little bit more specific. Where to go? What their names were? Have I already gone to one of them? That's one of them. I gotta hit all those things. It's a lovely day. What time is it? It's almost lunchtime. 98 degrees. Alright. A little bit warm. But boy, after winter, I don't think 98 sounds too bad. There were a couple times this winter I wish it was 98. Alright, so hopefully this sign will say, oh, speed limit 70. Are we in Arizona? Nope, that's just for cars. Alright. We gotta be getting close to Arizona. Aaronsburg, Phoenix. New. Another bank payment. How much money we got? Oh, we got plenty of money. 64,000. Yeah. See, I think on the Steam achievements, though, they only do one of the truck racing circuits. I think there are 2. The one in Tucson, but I think there's another. There's a dirt track in Redding. Somewhere in Northern California, there's a dirt track, and I don't think that's a Steam achievement. Yeah, I got to go to Tucson and get the truck racing circuit. In Phoenix, apparently there are what are those things? I guess I didn't have to get over. There are those drainage. What do you call them? Drainage areas. I don't know what you call them. When it rains, where all the water goes. And then you can go on those. I don't think that's an achievement either. But oh, lots of stuff to do. Gotta get to it. 75. Punch it. Let's go. 75 is always when the trouble starts. I'm pretty safe at 55, but get me going and Bob's your uncle, I'm going to run off the road. Hello, Mr. Policeman. Wait till Phoenix and give me a ticket. Oh. This happened last time I went to Arizona, on our last trip. I finally start getting to speed up, and before you know it, I had to pull into this very stop. Powell's Trail. Yeah, see, I don't know what Powell's Trail is. They're going to get me learning history, studying a book, finding out where Powell's Trail is. And who Powell is. I think I'm on 3 of 6 on that. Man. Oh. That's rough driving a long time when you haven't driven for a while. Gotta stay under the speed limit. Come on, 70. There you go. $55. Oh, I never got up to. I never got to set the cruise yet at 75. But oh well. All right. Nice guy. $45 miles an hour, and I need to get up to 75. Come on, Actros. You guys, the cops got a levitating car. I know I'm going to get a ticket when I get near Phoenix. Probably from that cop that just passed me. I'll get up to 75. Speed limit will drop down to 65, and then boom! Ticket. I just can't even get up to 75. If I do a high 5, will I get going a little faster? Alright, here we go. I will say this truck seems to handle a little bit different at 74 than 54. Things don't seem to be as stable. You can really tell the difference between 55 and 75. Maybe things just happen too quickly. Last time I was driving this, I saw a balloon up at night, and one of those crop dusters up at night too. The game doesn't care what time it is; those balloons and crop dusters are up there all the time. But I hate this when I'm just passing everybody. It just makes me feel like I'm speeding. So I won't know when it goes down to 65 because I'm passing everybody now. I'll be passing everybody at 65. Oh, come on. I'm sure I've done that. A perfect delivery, no damage, no fines, in time. I know I've done that. Well, wait a second. Yeah, I did that last time. I did that. Maybe I have completed that. I don't know. I don't know if I've done that one or not. But I remember last stream, I was really proud that I had a perfect day. I had nothing go wrong. But I don't know if it was 600 miles. I did 2 of them, and maybe they were shorter than 600 miles. Maybe like they were each 500 miles. So I know I drove a really long way, like 1,000 miles. But maybe it was 2 shorter ones instead of 1 long one. But I'll see if I've done that one. I may have done that one. I don't know. We will find out. All right, now I'm in Phoenix. I think the speed limit's changed. There it is. I saw the sign. All right. Nice. Saw the sign. Right at the time. It's supposed to slow down. Oh, it's like I'm a professional trucker. Paying attention to the road signs, the traffic, map. Heck yeah. Now I think I'm going to have to turn right. No, I think the highway is just going to turn right. But I want to be in this lane anyway. Don't want to drive in the outside lane. Phoenix is always tricky. So many off-ramps and on-ramps, highways, byways. Not getting off here, but the next one. Am I getting off here? Yeah. No. No, 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 no. Map is I hate this GPS. It's very unclear. When there's a road you can't drive on, you can see it, but it's not on the GPS, but it looks like one that is on the GPS. Man, come on. That's ridiculous. Oh, I could have turned around there. The GPS was telling me to turn around in the middle of the highway. Well, at least they made this spot so you could turn around. I can't see with that mirror. Whoop. Hello, officer. Nothing's going on here. Just a little U-turn. Hey, I just carried that load, dude. Looks nice. Well, my tractor looks nice back there. Alright. And this GPS just messes me up all the time. Because it doesn't have the roads that the AI use. It only has the roads that we use. Actually, I probably just should have made the map bigger. It might have been more clear. Alright, so that might have been my fault. But I don't like to make the map this big because you don't get enough warning. But this part of the map is new to me. I like this kind of stuff. These, what do they call these things? Ramps, I guess. That's dangerous. That is unrealistic and dangerous. Back up to speed. Back on our way to San Simon. Oh! Wow, that was close. Thought we were going to have a major accident there, but nope. Fast thinking. Are we going to make another... Why am I going some... Oh, I'm speeding. I don't know why the speed limit suddenly slows down to 65 here, and then back up to 70. Fine. We'll get there. But look at that, no median in the road. I could just go right up to the other edge. I don't think we make any more turns. When we're on 10, does Highway 10 go to San Simon? Well, this is not a perfect delivery. Several issues today. A little disappointing. I know some people play this game, don't really mind crashing into people or speeding. But I like to be perfect. I like to be perfect. Well, that's quite the saying. Who talks like that? I like to be perfect. I just don't like to make mistakes. It's a good feeling to just drive and not be in an accident. West Coast tours, that'd be nice. Probably Grand Canyon and stuff like that. I like to do stuff like that. A tour seems to be an easy way to do it. I mean, most people, I guess, probably drive to the Grand Canyon. But nice to be on one of those tour buses. Not have to drive, just be able to look out the window. See, that's my problem. I need to be in a tour bus, not driving, just sitting. Because I like to look out the window. It usually gets me in trouble. I forget to concentrate on the road. I could put on the radio. I think copyright laws need to keep up with technology. I can't put on the radio in the truck because then Twitch would mute my videos. Alright, for some reason I'm getting a little sleepy. I did not expect that. I thought I would be able to make it all the way without sleeping. That is apparently not the case. I'm going to have to sleep in 2 hours. And I'm going to get there in 2.5 hours. Oh. Alright, let's just push it. We'll sleep in San Simon. This is the one I want. I want to go straight. Right? Yep. So you don't have a lot of time to decide what you want to do when the map's this small. Oh boy, I'm going way too fast. I know the speed limit's 75, but these turns don't feel like they're... This truck is made for 75. Alright, we're on the way to San Simon. And we're moving fast. Boy. messing around here. I don't like what is going on here? Why did that guy do that? Why did he get over in that lane? Why did he get back over this lane? Oh my god. Dude. That's... AI is trying to tell me to slow down. So we're making really good time. We got an hour and a half. 62 miles. And almost all of it highway miles, so probably closer to an hour. Less than an hour. Look at those cows. Well, there's some skinny cows, though. Maybe they were horses. Alright, so admittedly, I'm pretty sure those were... they might have been cows. I don't know if they were cows or horses. Yeah, I could play the songs right now, and it would play. But then when you go to look at my videos later, like you want to, somebody who wasn't here wants to see it later, that's when they won't play it. They won't play the music later, and they'll just cut out all the sound from my videos. Because like, you can go back to the video list and see all the streams that I've done since I started streaming. But if I have music in any of them, they'll blank out all the sound, you know, for the song. And I guess if I play all music the whole time, they'll just blank out all the sound in the video. So, yeah, well, on YouTube you won't be able to do it either. But on Twitch you can play it live at the time, but they won't play it again when people watch the videos later. And people do watch some of these videos later. One of my videos, like 10 people have already watched not live, which is surprising. You know, most of the time on Twitch, you want to see people live so you can chat with them. But people are watching the videos when I'm not live. So I can't put any music in it at all. I turned off the music on the, even on the menus. Because sometimes the game menus play music, and that's no good either. It's crazy. Yeah, I wish they'd do something about that. I don't know why. I mean, I'm not playing the music for the music. I'm playing the game. Music is just part of it. But oh well. Alright. Twitch does have some music, I think, that you can play. But it's only like a 2 or 3 minute song, and well, this is going on for hours. I think some bands, some like indie bands, they like let Twitch play their music just so people will hear their music and get their name out there. That's smart, but I don't think I could program hours and hours of music. Oh, we're going to a winery with a tractor. That makes sense. I gotta get all the grapes up. I doubt they would plant grapes right by the front entrance here, but all right. What's that guy doing over there? He's looking at some grapes, checking them out, making some wine. Oh, wow. Oh, right up here. Alright. So we're right up here. 90 XP. It's right there. I gotta back it into a thing. I don't know if I want to do that. Alright, yeah, I want to do that. Yeah, it was farm sim music. That's exactly what it was. That music, I heard somebody say that they can't play that music. So I'm like, well, I don't want to play any. I don't know what music is copyrighted and not. So I turned off all the music and all the menus. I was like, I can't be the one to decide which one's copyright, which one's not. All right, right in there. So we're gonna have to pull up a bit. Give us some space. Oh, we're really pulling up here, aren't we? All right, that should be good. All right, bag it in here. Now there's posts on both sides, so this is going to be a little bit harder than normal. Although I got a good look at it. At the gas station, it was harder to look at it. But I made sure that I could see this one. That's why I went around the building. I could have just pulled in front, but I would have had to look at the other side. I wanted to look at this side. Uh-oh. It's a little bit hard to see when you're tired. Let's make more of a turn here. I don't know if they'll give this to me or not. A little bit off. Yeah, they're not going to give that to me. So I just figured no music is the safe way to go. Oh, I see. Let's pull up here. I'm getting sleepy. All right. Now we're looking good. Hello. There we go. See if we can see it. Oop. Ha. Alright, so it's a little hard to see inside this. There it is. Tractor to the winery. It's a little hard to see inside the building. But that was a nice load. You know, I don't think it ever said I discovered San Simon. Excellent job. 16,700. Plenty of XP. 90 XP for parking. Nice. And did I discover San Simon? Yes! So I have now discovered all the cities in offer on this map. This map has more to offer than you would think. San Simon has plenty of jobs. That's cool. Most of them coming out of Sunshine Crops. But oh well. But I need to take a nap. Getting tired, running out of gas. Actually, I should have set my GPS. There's gas. And here we go. Truck stop. Let's set our GPS to that truck stop. Times. Oh yeah. Alright, so I guess that's my last run. We'll rest up and fuel up. We'll have to wait till tomorrow to make another run. I'll be back. Is it nighttime already? Oh, it's 8 o'clock at night. I'll be back streaming tomorrow morning. I'm going to guess tomorrow morning is probably not a good time for multiplayer. Probably afternoon and evening is better for multiplayer. Oh, I might want to try out, I might try out a different game in the morning. Maybe I'll do OMSI in the morning, the bus driving thing, and then some multiplayer trucking in the afternoon. That might be good. Oh, wow, that's a steep little ravine here. You go off the bridge, that would do some damage. Yeah, I might try to do some busing tomorrow. Drive a bus, pick up some passengers. It's a hard game to get started, so I can't guarantee it'll work. Maybe I'll do that in the morning and then some multiplayer in the afternoon. Trucking. Might try that. We'll see how things go. I can't guarantee that bus game will work. I mean, I've been messing with that bus game a lot, trying to get it to run. Well, once I get the game to run, then I got to get the controls to work. Then I got to figure out how to start the bus. None of it is easy. A lot of it's in German. Oh, wow. Car crash. See, I don't know what to say. I don't know if some of these things are in the map mod or if they're SCS. I see so many cool things. I think they're all in the map mod, though. I've seen that bus driving game on YouTube and stuff. I guess driving a bus is a lot like driving a truck. Except I'm going to have to stop and pick up passengers everywhere. Let me make that a little bigger. There's a nice truck stop. I missed the checkpoint, but that's alright. Yeah, that'll be tomorrow. 258 in Arizona. Cheaper gas. $81,500. That's pretty good. Well, 81,000 now that I've got gas. At least it's free to sleep. See if we can sleep in this first spot. Yeah, it is. Good, good, good. Alright. Oh, look at that little FedEx truck. That's nice. FedEx Express. What else I got around here? Oops, I just took a picture. Well, there we are. We'll rest there for the night. William, thanks for watching. Everyone else who stopped by, thank you for lurking. We'll be back tomorrow. I'm feeling pretty good. I think I'll be in tomorrow. I'm almost certain. I think we start at 8:30 Central. I guess you'll get an email or a text or something. I think you can get a text or an email. Oh yeah, where you have it signed up. And that'll be tomorrow. The bus simulator, then some trucking. Keep on going. Thanks, William. Have a good night. I gotta check on that mod, don't I? The mirror mod in this truck. Maybe I'll try buying a truck and using the other mirrors. All right, or in multiplayer too. All right, thanks a lot. Have a good one. I'll rest here and call it a night. Thanks for watching.